Your network is built, your subnets are clean, your resources are deployed. Now the most important question of all, who actually gets in, and just as importantly, who gets blocked. That is the job of network security groups. And Microsoft loves testing this topic because the rules are precise. The priority system is specific, and the exam is designed to catch people who almost understand it but not quite. A network security group, which everyone calls an NSG, is essentially a firewall rule set. It is a list of rules that controls inbound and outbound network traffic to and from Azure resources. You can attach an NSG to a subnet, which applies the rules to everything inside that subnet. You can also attach an NSG directly to a network interface card on a specific virtual machine. And here's the part that catches people. You can attach both at the same time. When you do, traffic has to pass through both rule sets. The subnet NSG gets evaluated first for inbound traffic. The NIC NSG gets evaluated after. For outbound traffic, the order reverses. Each rule inside an NSG has 6 properties. Priority, which is a number between 100 and 4096. Source, which can be an IP address, a range, a service tag, or an application security group. Destination, same options. Port, which can be a specific port, a range, or the wildcard for any port. Protocol, which is TCP, UDP, or any. And action, which is either allow or deny. Azure reads the rules in priority order, lowest number first, and the first rule that matches the traffic wins. Everything after that matching rule is ignored. This is called first match wins, and it is the single most tested concept in the NSG section of the exam. Let me give you an analogy that makes this click permanently. Imagine the NSG is the guest list for an exclusive event. The bouncer at the door has a printed list in their hand. The list is sorted by importance. The VIP rules are at the top. The general admission rules are in the middle. The block list is at the bottom. When someone walks up, the bouncer starts at the top of the list and reads down. The moment they find a rule that matches, they act on it immediately. They do not keep reading. They do not check if there is a more specific rule further down. First match, immediate action, done. Now here is where people get burned on the exam. You have an allow rule at priority 100 that allows all traffic on port 80 from the internet. You also have a deny rule at priority 200 that blocks a specific IP address. You think the deny rule will block that specific IP because it is more specific. It will not. The allow rule at priority 100 matches first because the specific IP is still internet traffic on port 80. The allow fires. The deny never gets evaluated. If you want the deny to win, it must have a lower priority number than the allow rule. Every NSG comes with 3 default inbound rules and 3 default outbound rules that cannot be deleted. On the inbound side, the defaults allow traffic from within the VNET, allow traffic from Azure load balancers, and deny everything else from the internet. On the outbound side, the defaults allow traffic to the internet and allow traffic within the VNet. These defaults have priority numbers in the 65,000 range, which means any rule you create will always be evaluated before them. There is one more concept that comes up constantly: service tags. Instead of memorizing IP ranges for Azure services, Microsoft created labels called service tags. The tag called Internet represents all public IP addresses outside Azure. The tag called Virtual Network represents the address space of your VNet and all peered VNets. The tag called Azure Load Balancer represents the Azure Infrastructure Load Balancer. Using service tags keeps your NSG rules clean and maintainable even when the underlying IP ranges change. NSGs are not complicated once you understand the priority model. Order matters. Numbers matter. First match wins, always. Day 3 done. See you tomorrow.